Well, thousands of students from Western Sydney turned out for a Pfizer shot at Qudos Bank Arena yesterday as they attempt to get their final year of school back on track. Joining me live now is Craig Peterson. He is the president of the New South Wales Secondary Principals Council. Thanks so much for your time, Craig. It's so good to see so many students taking up this opportunity.
It absolutely is, Laura, and we're really grateful for Health and for the government to make this available for those students in the 8 priority LGAs in southwest Sydney. My understanding is we had about 3,000 students vaccinated yesterday out of a total of 24,000 across all sectors, government schools and the non-government schools as well. It's a huge undertaking. We're looking forward to see how those numbers go over the rest of the week.
Yeah, certainly. Now, does there need to be a critical mass for this to be safe for all students to go back? Does it need to be at 80% among that cohort?
Yeah, that's a really good question, Laura. We haven't been given a specific figure. We're certainly hoping that as many students get that taken up as possible. But no, we haven't been given a specific figure on that. But quite clearly, the more students who do that, the better off all students will be. And it's going to enable, hopefully, the most normal HSC exams as we can hope for. So my advice to any parents and any students who are eligible for that Pfizer jab at Qudos Bank Arena Stadium this week, please make sure you register. You should have the link by now. If not, you can contact your school principal and they'll be able to give you the details of where you can go to get that fixed. But get yourself to Qudos and get that jab this week.
Yeah, and when we look around the state, particularly in the Greater Sydney area, we know that there's some suburbs that have not had any COVID cases for quite some time. Would you support returning to school earlier for some LGAs that aren't affected at all by COVID?
Yeah, that's a really complex question, Laura, because what we know of our schools right across the Greater Sydney area is that many of them draw students and obviously their staff from across a wide range. Some schools have got students from over 100 postcodes, for example, and particularly when we look at our specialist high schools, our selective high schools, our schools for specific purposes, our sports and performing arts high schools, there can be literally hundreds of students travelling from all over the Greater Sydney area. So it's not as simple as saying, well, in this part of the Blue Mountains, for example, that there are very few cases because we just don't know where the staff are coming from, in particular in that case. Or students, and often it's that transmission across LGAs and across suburbs and across workplace that's causing the government great concern. So we're keen to get students back. Teachers want to have their students in the classroom in front of them. We want to be able to open up, but we want to be able to do that in a safe way, because if we open up prematurely and bring students and staff back on site before it is safe to do so, that's when we're actually going to jeopardise the HSC examinations themselves and obviously put people at risk.
Yeah, Craig, before I let you go, do you think teachers should be in the priority basket for getting vaccinated?
Absolutely, we do. And the Secondary Principals Council, along with other professional associations and unions, have been advocating for this right throughout the year and, in fact, in the tail end of last year. What we know and what we've seen over the last 18 months of COVID is that the government is relying on education to be open and functional. We need our schools there so that our essential workers can be on duty. And in order to secure that, we need to be prioritising the vaccination of teachers as well as our other essential workers and obviously our frontline health workers. But we need to secure them. A lot of our teachers are in the vulnerable categories. And of course, we mix with hundreds, if not thousands, of students and other staff members on a daily basis. So absolutely, vaccinations should be prioritised for teachers.
Yes, we hope so, Craig. Hopefully that happens sooner rather than later. We'll see you soon.
Thank you very much, Laura.